Hello there, and you're very welcome to Prime Time. Well, today was the first full day back at work for the construction industry, with sites right across the country opening up after for homes being constructed in Maynooth in County Kildare. That was greeted with despair by first-time buyers in the area. Many had their names down to buy the houses, but the international company that wants to buy them will now rent them out. So should this be allowed to happen? Or do we need the investment from international funds? Well, Sarah's going to be debating that in a moment. First, though, Louise Byrne's been on the ground in Kildare to find out what's been happening.
In order to attract new investment, I will provide for the establishment of real estate investments trusts. The introduction of these real estate investment trusts, known as REITs, may also assist NAMA in deleveraging its portfolio and allow it to bring more sustainable activity to both the commercial and residential property market.
Big companies with deep pockets have been buying up property to beat the band since tax breaks were introduced 80 years ago. The policy was to attract new investment, and from that perspective, it's worked. In 2017, a quarter of all new apartments were bought by REITs. But could this be the new frontier of institutional investment? Housing estates with family homes where investors could hoover up supply. Peter Melrose and his partner Maeve were very keen to buy one of the 170 homes being built here in Mullen Park in Maynooth.
So we're both in our early 30s. I'm a teacher and Maeve's a psychologist. My fiance and I just got engaged last month. So yeah, we did the drive-by, we saw the houses, we liked the look of them, we looked at it. We can't do the viewing, so we looked at the photos and the videos, and we thought that, this could be the one for us.
But after phase one sold out, Peter received an email advising him that the rest of the development wasn't being sold to private buyers. Round Hill, a multinational company, is in discussions to buy the rest of this estate, 115 homes.
It was such a kick in the teeth to get that email, to be honest. Immediately replied saying my disgust at this being allowed to happen, that a foreign investment company could come in and take homes off potential first-time buyers. We can't compete with investment companies.
How do you feel standing here today looking at these going up now?
Yeah. The nice homes, Nice place to have a couple of kids and stuff. So, yeah, not great.
As we film with Peter, we're asked to leave the Mullen Park site. Having a conversation there, and we've been asked to leave the property.
I mean, isn't it a nice metaphor? Yeah, being locked out. Yeah, it's very fitting.
Local TD Catherine Murphy says investment companies have an unfair advantage. Judging by Round Hill has boasted that it has €1 billion to spend on Irish property. Just last week, the company bought more than 100 new homes here at this housing estate in Hollystown in West Dublin. The first phase of this development was, like Maynooth, sold to individual private buyers, but now Round Hill is buying up homes. The company told Primetime, "We're committed to investing in Ireland to increase the supply of quality homes available to rent, working alongside local developers and agents." Catherine Murphy says aside from renting the homes privately, investment companies are now also potentially leasing property to local authorities for social housing.
We're seeing the landlords are being painted as the big vulture funds that are coming in, which, they are trying to help the housing crisis.
He says developers can struggle to get funding to complete housing estates, and selling to investment funds is a pragmatic option.
You have two mainstream banks here, most of which won't allow you to do speculative build. Majority will only allow you to do build if you have an end user lined up, especially for an apartment building.
Damien says the sale of Mullen Park to the investment company hasn't yet been finalised, and separate to that, 25 homes will still be for social housing.
We're used to disappointments at this stage, being outbid and not having the supply in the locations that we want. But this just feels so insidious and so to the detriment of people who are working hard and want to own a home.